Hi guys, how have you been? Today I have Freddy'S. It's finally in my state, so I decided to give it a shot. Got some very thin cut fries, like steak and shake. And I got an original double, no onion. So because this is the Q&A video, I'm gonna pull out my iPad so I can see real quick. One moment. So I got some questions. Thank you to everybody who sent some questions. I'm gonna shout you out in this video. So this question comes from Nostalgia 3363. And they ask, what is your favorite food to eat during mukbangs? So, my favorite foods to eat, it depends on like fun versus like how actually good the food is. So, in terms of fun, my favorite videos that I like to make are the ones with the large pizzas. So, I think I did a large thin crust pizza in the past, and just sitting there and talking while eating the pizza was so much fun. It's also probably one of my longest videos, but it was so fun to make. That's in terms of creativity, in terms of like how actually good it is. Alfredo. If I could make an Alfredo video every single day, I would, but I know that'll probably get boring. So thank you for that. This next question comes from Calm with an E. They say movies that I can watch 1,000 times and never get bored. I have some very strange movies that fit that category very well. And they're all like science fiction thrillers. So I'm thinking like Prometheus, The Thing from the late 70s or early 70s or late 80s. I mean early 80s, I'm not sure. But those are my comfort movies. This question comes from Oh Yummy ASMR. Shout out to you. She's really nice. And it's like I see her everywhere. So shout out Yummy. She asked, what kind of desserts do you like? I like baked pastries the most. Baked cookies, especially if they're soft. Like the outer ring of the cookie is kind of crunchy, but the inside is soft. My absolute favorite. Absolute favorite. cheesecake. And one of my favorite restaurants is the Cheesecake Factory. But there's not one near me, so it's so hard to like get it for a video because the food usually ends up really cold and I have to warm it up. So thank you, Yummy, for that question. This next question comes from MicroApp619. I hope that's a Rey Mysterio reference because I get that. But they ask, if you get to pick your final meal, what would it be? If I'm in a situation where I'm on death row and I have to choose my final meal, I'm getting 3 orders of Red Lobster, shrimp linguine alfredo, a large thin crust tavern style pizza from a local restaurant of mine, 4 cans of Coke, 3 honey buns, and a large cheesecake. Oh, and a deep dish pizza. If I'm going out, I'm going out fat. Okay, I have one last question, and then we're gonna just focus on the food now. This last question comes from Daniel Plainview 1902. Oh, that rhymed. That's kind of cool. He asked, or they asked, no, he asked, they said, you said before that you were into gaming, right? If so, what are some of your favorite games of all time? Really great question, by the way, Daniel. So, that's actually a really good question. Oh God, I didn't think this through. So just given a game, not given a game, but I'm just trying to wrap my head around what games I like, because I feel like they vary, you know? Like sometimes I'm in the mood for this, other times I'm in the mood for this with friends. Of all time. Okay. Sorry, I was shaking my camera a bit. I would say Destiny 2 or Destiny, just the franchise in general. I met a lot of great people playing that game. I met one of my most loyal clans there, and some of the memories I have are indispensable. I don't think they can be replicated even if we tried. Really, really fun times with that game. Unfortunately, it's not in the best spot right now, and I haven't played it in about a year. But the times I had on those games were amazing. In terms of other games, I feel like a lot of games I play now are social games. So there are games I like for the story. Like, games are so diverse now. So, for example, right, there are games that I wouldn't personally play, but genuinely they have some of the best storylines, and I will willingly and gladly watch someone play the game while I just watch, right? So, games that fall into that category are like the Telltale series games, like with The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, and The Last of Us 2. Really great stories, but I just don't have the time investment right now to play games like that, you know? So it kind of sucks. Also, there's a branch hitting my window, so I'm sorry if you hear that. But in terms of sitting down and playing a game, I would say Destiny 2, of course. There's a game called Warframe that I used to play with friends back in high school. Really fun game. It took a while for me to warm up, but that was really, really fun to play. That's a loaded question. I'm gonna have to think that over. Great question, Daniel. Seriously. Seriously. Okay. So we are going to get into these. The hamburger has the crispy edges. Okay, let's dig in. I really enjoy their burgers, but just like a tad more seasoning would make these so much better. But I think they do it old-fashioned style, so they let the condiments do most of the flavor. So, yeah. Today was so busy today at work. Dealing with just, just work things, tech things. Right? They just want to do a lot of stuff before Christmas, that's all. It was very busy. Now that, it's finally gonna be the weekend, I'm just gonna sleep. I'm serious, I'm just gonna sleep. I wish you guys the best. I really hope you guys have a great holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys enjoy your time with your family and friends. I'll see you guys, okay?